All right, so now I know a little bit more about that aircraft. Oh, hi, welcome to the History Hunter. Today, just going to put you very quickly into context here. Me and Eagle Eyes, we do research, we travel, we go out and we try and find very special World War II history to share with all of you. And on this little journey, we traveled quite a bit to get to this location, and we wanted to find this specific German World War II location, this for 100% sure specific location. But what we experienced at this location, it just blew our mind. We never anticipated that there were so many interesting features to see there. So you are now invited to join us on this quest to find this location and to experience what we experienced out there, because that was just out of this world. Watch the video in full, don't skip, you lose the context. Let's go out and see, did we find this place? So why did the Germans come here? Well, it's got all to do about location. All of this is due to the positions, location, and even in here there's a barrack. Eagle Eyes, I think we're gonna have a look at these here. Check it out. Some of these are built post-war, but the location here is it's about having control of the waterways. And when we get further up, we're going to show you that, because this is all about taking care of business out at the waterways. That is why this place is here. There's no other reason for it to be here than to control the waterways. What we have here is most likely a more post-war modern type of barrack thing. I'm pretty sure about that, but many of them are also placed directly on top of the foundation of the German barracks. But it looks a bit modern, so I think that is maybe just a position that the Germans put up and then they used it post-war, and I can really not say more than that. I'm sure there are more features further down here, but right now we're not going to go all the way to the waterline from here, because we are tracking up into the mountainside to see the details further up. And you can actually see that the basement, the cellar, there is open, but it's flooded as well, so we can't see too much there. All right, up we go. This is the first barrack foundation here. This is a soldier's home away from home. Could have been before the Germans, could even be ex-German. I really couldn't tell you, but this is where a war machine, a soldier, kind of, you could say a soldier is in fact a war machine. And this is where he could be a human being. This is where he could actually be just himself. Sit down, smoke a pipe or cigarette, drink a bottle of beer or wine or whatever. Sit down, talk to his comrades, friends, and say, hey, what happened with your family? How's it going at home? Do you have a felt post letter that can show some news of what's going on? That is what the barrack is for me. It's a home away from home for the soldiers, and it's pretty cool to see that took place right there. Right here, it's a rather special feature all the way from the beginning of the 1900s. It's a Monier munition storage. It's a half circle concrete thing, and it's actually open. So I think you just have to go inside and check it out. So it's a very basic thing. It's just a concrete thing. This is a modern door, was never used like that. And you can see inside, it's just a hallway. I'm going to adjust the flashlight to, let me see, like this. It's just a half circular feature. And it was very well ventilated. I'm not sure whether this wooden walls and structures here are original. It could very well be, but they really had to take care that this place was very well ventilated. Otherwise the munition, the artillery shells and all that inside here could suffer. So just a very basic little structure, but very important for the troops here to keep the ammunition safe and dry. Cool. Let's continue. We're not going to reveal the location of this, but can you see that? These are original canisters for the huge artillery guns. These here, some of them are actually marked with a date. Can I borrow the light?
Yeah, sure.
There's a huge brass sign on the side of them telling the date. I can't see that. But these are ultra rare. These are what they had to have the on the top there would be a little plaque, but there's supposed to be a date on a brass plaque, and I can't see it. These are original, 100% original, that they had the gunpowder in when they had the artillery positions here, and these are insanely rare, and I'm so amazed to see that they're standing right here inside of this abandoned building. That is crazy. The whole mountainside up here is fortified, so we just have to climb higher and higher, and you will see some very, very impressive features here. That is a spectacular feature, and now you can start to see what this is all about. One of the sad things here is that they casted shot almost everything here, and that is just a tragedy. Why cast shot all of this? I don't know. Ridiculous if you ask me. So what's the point? You cannot understand history if you do that. But look here, this is what it's all about. It's to have control of the waterways here, and to have control of the waterways here you need to be on higher grounds, and that is what this position is all about. It's about having high ground, the advantage, but also you can see all the vessels coming in and out here. And that was the main purpose, because this is open sea here. Vessels come in from different directions, but if they passed here and in there, they could go to the highest valued and invested area that the Germans had almost on all of the Atlantic wall, and that is why they needed to protect this area. So they have torpedo batteries, fortifications, harbors, they had huge artillery positions, 7 positions in this region alone, just to keep track of whoever came in from here. Seems like we are going down here. For you it's a lot of green, I know, but for us it's a matter of just finding each and every position here. And there's something going on in the mountainside here, but I do know for sure that they have shut so many of the feature here. They just casted them shut, and you can never get in again. And what they do is they cast them shut and they leave the door open, so you can see that it is actually shut, like there. There used to be a massive system inside. There is a massive system inside, but that's all you can see now. So that is just to tell you that there's no point in trying to break in, because that is like 1/2 meter of reinforced concrete. Terrible. Oh my goodness. It's getting very warm, over the 20 Celsius, and we are looking for a massive construction up here. I mean massive. I know I say massive a lot, but this is massive. So you can see suddenly in the terrain there's a lot of rock formation. Why are there rock formations here? Can you see this? And why is there a huge beam in between all of that? Well, and it could have something to do with what we are trying to find now. It's a defensive position. You have this gorge that's been cut out. You could very easily have a barrack in there. And there's some kind of hole in here. What is that? See that? And the view is totally spectacular. And yes, it's hot and it's tough, but this is the Great WW2 Challenge Tour, and we just love to do this. Suddenly in the forest there's a concrete foundation here under us. You guys, this is either a barrack or it's a bunker that Eli's found right there. That is a bunker. Cool. We're getting close to what we hope is up here. This is insane, to be honest. This is crazy. And it's just a matter of being lucky because it's so overgrown that to find each and every one of these features are almost impossible. See here? That's just a little thing on the top here. It looks like it's closed off. I'm not sure where the opening is on this side, on the other side, but we'll get closer further up here and we'll show you more. Wow, look at that. Eagle eyes. This is actually a gun position right there. And again, they shot everything with concrete. And I really do hope that there's a chance to see anything at all here without it being totally, you know, shot with concrete. And you can see this is the munition storage. Inside there is probably a manshaft bunker and a secondary munition storage maybe. And you can see here again, you have this little passway. More munition storage right there. So right here is where they had a 21 centimeter gun. The Germans came here and they didn't like the Armstrong guns, so they converted them to what they needed them to be, and that was most certainly not these guns here. And I can see that Eli's actually found another location or position here, but this is basically a huge gun pit, and you can imagine this thing here. Yeah, so it is completely chaos here with the vegetation taken over, but at least you can see the layout of the gun position here. Very strange little thing. See that? That is spectacular, to be honest. And you know, we are looking for something really special here. Do you remember the image that we showed you in the beginning? I'm going to see if I can find this exact location, because there was something inside this thing that could tell us that that was the exact location. And again, you can see what a stunning environment. But it doesn't end here, because Eagle Eyes has found something truly remarkable right there. So, are you ready for this? Look at that crazy scene there. This is a fire and control bunker, and look what it controls, all of this. And this is one of the most spectacular positions I've ever seen. They put anything like this here. This is mega big inside here, and we're going to show you some of the details here. That is awesome, and Eagle Eyes found that. I was actually walking past it, not even knowing it. And of course, even the munition storage, they shut the door with concrete, or shut it with concrete. How ridiculous. Don't they know the value to teach people what happened here properly? Now, suddenly, all you can do is to see closed doors. Ridiculous. All right, so we're coming down here, and this must most likely be the entrance for the bunker. And again, just a shut door with concrete on the inside. That is even worse, to be honest, because that would have been such an incredible sight to show you. But nevertheless, we are here now, so we can show you the rest of this thing and see what Eagle Eyes is sitting on top of. That is crazy heavy steel pieces. And this turret here, I really couldn't tell you, but I'm going to go to the front side there now and let you see the front of it. So right there is actually another pedestal. I'm not sure what it's modern or what it is, but it's kind of added, it seems. Maybe they had the old Armstrong 10 centimeter guns there. But you can see here now you can fully understand what they're doing here. They're taking control of the waterways out there, and they do it big time, absolutely big time. And you can see also further down there's a huge concrete construction there, but I just cannot get down there. It's too smashed up with sticks and branches and all of that.
I can throw you down.
Yeah, you can throw me down, doesn't help. I won't get up again.
I can swim.
But you can see here, this is why it was placed there. See that insane control you have over all of the waterways, and the open ocean is way way out there. And we are also going to visit something really spectacular over there later. But holy banana, this is such an incredible position. You can see how they cut through the mountain here. And it's pretty amazing because this mountain is really, really, really hard. But I wanted to see, where does this place lead to? Not in there, but actually down here somehow. So I think I'm going to try and get a bit further down there because I think I see something here on this mountainside, some concrete stuff. So I'm going to go down here. Eli knows where I am. And then we're going to go back and check out that round turret. I really can't get my head around how they managed to plant that huge thing up there. And look at this, guys. This is tragic. You see here, there's one of the electrical connectors for the bunker complex right there. This is very often marked with a date. See that? This is, I think it's a Siemens. Yeah, you can see the electronics coming in and out from it. And this thing here is actually screwed on, and there's a lot of connector points down here. Some of them are marked, that the one said 1937 down here, and it's just laying there to rot away. That will fit so well in a museum, huh? Just restore it, clean it up, make it nice, and then let people see it hanging on the wall. That would be so cool. So I came up here. That's the strange, that's a conversion. The old pedestal for the gun was there. I'm not sure whether this had a roof on top of it or what it had, but definitely didn't look like this during the days. But that's what it looks like now, and that is the fire and control bunker. Let's go up and check the round tower up there, a turret. I was expecting to see some shutters here, but there are none, and that's because it's a different type of bunker. Then I'm going to show you that because Eagle Eye is sitting on top of that answer. Look at this place here. It is incredible. So the soldiers came in there, manned whatever was placed there. Maybe it's converted from older style of German type, and then post-war they used that. I'm not sure, but wow, spectacular. Let's check this out. First, you're kind of accustomed to these shutters on these, but there are none of these here, and that kind of surprised me. But what it is, they have these insanely heavy built and fortified steel turrets, and these are fantastic. And you can see they hoisted them with these huge hoist ears down here, and on top there's this swivel thing. Maybe there was another periscope there, and you can see they have these massive retractable openings so they could look out from. So I'm guessing what they did use is maybe this thing here with the optical lens, so that you can actually just turn this around and you'll be pretty secure in there. That's like an inch thick steel on this outside. Wow, that is spectacular. That is one heck of a build. But listen guys, see where you are. You are smack in the middle of this crazy hillside and forest, and they brought up this. How in the world did they manage to do that? I've seen there are some squares that are installed here. That means they used a traverse crane to get this thing in here. And let me show you what that setup looks like. So they have like at least 4 of these squares. I can see one there, and I can see one there. There's one further down. So they level up a crane and then just hoist these huge things in. But there must have been some kind of road coming in from here, because I can see a rather big cutout in the mountainside for the opening of this massive Regelbau. That's what it's called. It's a very highly defined and constructed build that the Germans kind of also implemented everywhere on the Atlantic Wall, and that resulted in these spectacular builds like this. And you can imagine how big this bunker is inside. and this is all we get to see. And I would strongly urge people who are kind of in charge of locations like this, take away the concrete, set up some rules and regulations, and let people explore on their own kind of responsibility. Don't just shut them in, because people will vandalize, cut through, do all kinds of stupid things to get in here. So wouldn't it be better to just let people have access and check it out? Because there are hundreds of locations like this all over Europe, and people are being allowed in without anything dramatic happens. But there will always be problems if you have the wrong people entering things like that. But nevertheless, it's like robbing away the opportunity to learn from history by seeing all the details. It's just like half of the picture, because when you go inside, you put a 10-12 years old boy or girl and they start looking around, you'll see their faces, they go like, wow, and then they remember it for the rest of their life. And that is what this place should have been about, not shut concrete doors and positions. Oh my goodness, that is just part one of this incredible location. I'll tell you a little bit more, just give me a second here. If you want to help us to reach more locations like this, you know, we have this little super thanks feature here. Basically your opportunity to help us to get some fuel into the camper van, go out and find and share even more incredible locations and stories. And also we have this little PayPal donation here. You'll find that here under the video where it says more, just click that. And when you click that, you can click the link for the PayPal donation and you can make a donation. Why? Because we give away our World War II artifacts that we find out there. We give them away to our supporters every month, and you can check out the video in the beginning of each month, the supporter videos. But also, if you want to become a patron team member, you know, we have special perks like for your eyes only videos, travel logs, you know, research material, and special giveaways for all of our patron team members. And you can find that link here as well. Just click the more, and then boom, you'll find that link to the patron thing, and then you can become a patron team member and you could end up having some beautiful World War II artifacts. But listen guys, part 2, well, I think you'll definitely thoroughly enjoy that, because there's actually real World War II guns there and we are going to show them to you. So I hope I'll meet you out there in part 2. I'll put a link in the video description so you can find it there under where it says more. Just click that. Watch part 2, watch it in full, and I think you would thoroughly enjoy that. In the meantime, I'll keep researching my little project for the mosquito, because we found a crash site from a mosquito, and that's going to be very, very interesting to take along to see. Other than that, thank you for being here, for watching, subscribing. Before you know it, we'll be out there and show and share even more incredible World War II history with you all. So just remember, history is everywhere, and we will share it with all of you. All right, stay safe and bye-bye.